G'day guys, and welcome back to the EB Cup. We have ourselves a match between Predator and Scythe. Scythe, the light blue Protoss in the north here, and the Predator is the yellow Terran at the bottom of the map. I positively quiver with anticipation to present this game for you people. This is going to be one of those higher level bronze and silver games. If there is such a thing, could be a little bit of an oxymoron, because these guys are, either one of them, quite favoured to take the whole tournament. That's right, one of these two could go the whole way to win the whole damn thing. Scythe coming out here to make his pylon number 1. This map being a 4-player map, it is arid wastes, I believe. We have Predator's SCV doing a little bit of a run around, just about to find Scythe's probe. There he is, hello. And both guys, well, Predator at least knows where Scythe's base is. Scythe having a bit of a gander himself. There he goes. He is in fact rallied straight to Predator's base. That's good work. Wall in under the way for Predator. When that 150 gets there, the barracks will come down. Like any good player. A little bit late. And he got there eventually. Walling in, arguably good against Protoss. I think against a Protoss matchup, probably a better idea is to make your supply depot and barracks closer to your base, because then there is more mining time for your SCVs and less travel time for them. Now, this is very interesting and extremely early Nexus for Scythe. He's looking to get that early economic advantage over Predator. I like it. He's saving his chronos, just starting to spend one now. So this should be interesting. Very interested to see how this pays out. I did not expect that. Predator with the proxy racks. Down it goes. Scythe still hasn't found Predator. I thought he was rallied to find Predator's base around this sort of region, but alright, whatever. And the wall-ins really, yeah, so both guys are walling in, but they both don't really need to. Against Zerg, definitely wall in. Always wall in against Zerg. It's for all you kiddies out there learning to play this beautiful game that Blizzard's presented us. Proxy racks, 3/4 of the way done for Predator. It's going to do a little bit of damage. See if good old Scythe is aware of it. No, he is not. Ooh, love it, love it, love it. Alright, can't wait to see what happens here. So we got Marines coming down here at Predator's wall. Back up it goes. And so some gas coming down for these guys. Better get the unit and resource counting stations up. Predator with a 2 food advantage. Negligible advantage. No big deal. So, starting to make some units down at this proxy racks that Scythe is still unaware of. Scythe building a pylon down the front here. Probably going to get some cannons of some description, because that is a forge going down, I do believe. So he's got the one gateway and the forge just done now. And starting to make probes at his early Nexus. Plenty of probes here. Let's have a look. So we've got a 17 4 worker advantage for Predator. For Scythe. Predator's got the army advantage though. Scythe actually hasn't made any army units yet, whereas Predator has 5 Marines. So it looks like one of which down at this proxy racks here. He's made a tech lab on that proxy racks, by the way. Back at Predator's base, just to give him a bit of love and attention. Got a reactor coming down here to churn out some more Marines. These Marines coming to meet its cheesing brothers. Cannon coming down there. Should probably be done around when the Marines get there. Around when the Marines get there. Should be done around when the... Okay, this isn't very good because those Marines can't see up on the high ground, but the cannon can see them. And this is what happens. Splat. Splat. Oh, and this guy's coming out, basically giving away that there is a proxy racks here. So Scythe should be aware, or at least scratching his head over why a Marine just popped out of this weird fog of war over here. Come on. Oh, and he still hasn't seen it. Oh, okay, now he has to see it. The bunker's going down here, going to do a bunker rush here. But it's not going to be very effective once these cannons pop. Or will it? Probes deciding that they can't mine here. It's not very safe, and it won't be very shortly. Back at base here, we got Predator building a factory. I like it. So he's transitioning. This isn't his all-in. He's actually got a game plan, which I like to see. Mule out for Predator, so he's keeping his energy low. How's Scythe going with his energy? Not so great. Full energy. Could be chronoing out units out of this guy. So Let's have a look. Predator's got a bit of a mineral advantage, not an army advantage to speak of, but there's mainly workers taking up that space there, so I guess it is an army advantage. More gateways down here, probably not a very good spot to put them, just largely due to this whole bunker and racks just there. So this Nexus, without help, is going to go down. Another a Stargate coming out, interesting. Lots of Marines queued up in this barracks with the reactor here. Tech Lab coming on here, so maybe some siege tank play. That'd be cool to see. And so Predators stop making workers. Should probably keep the worker count going, just the minerals are so high. Not so high, but high enough to make workers and it not really affect his unit producing just over here at his proxy. And that Nexus will be going down pretty shortly. So is this... So Scythe's actually researched Warp Gate, but it hasn't turned these guys into Warp Gates yet. So I guess it's probably just a bit... He'd be freaking out from this, because I would be freaking out. I'm freaking out right now! This is insane! Proxy Racks just went undetected for so long. His fancy expansion just dead right now, as you can plainly see. Some cannons going down here. He really doesn't want these guys getting into his main, but there's not really a whole lot he can do about it. He only has 22 probes. He has no army units. Repeat, no army units to speak of. Predator has 12 Marines, 1 siege tank, and 3 Marauders, and it is looking grim for our Scythe friend here. So what do we got here? You got Void Ray coming out. Interesting. He'll need a lot more of them if he wants to stop all these Marines. Tank moving out now. Predator keeping lots of pressure on Scythe. Another siege tank coming out. And still not making any workers. Concentrating more on the whole attacking part of his game plan. Predator's got the control of both Zelnaga watchtowers, obviously, because Scythe has no option of moving whatsoever. He's well and truly contained right now. Going to try and bust out with Void Rays by the looks of things. He's not... I was about to say he's not chronoing them out, but now he is. Good boy. He's listening to me beyond the replay. 2 Void Rays out for Scythe. More units coming out of this proxy and more units at the front. I would have to say that Predator is in a pretty commanding lead right now. Setting these guys out would be a mistake. A mistake, a mistake, a mistake, a mistake, 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 mistake. Oh! Eats the shields and a little bit of the health, so 3/4 dead. And the cannon's starting to do its thing. This tank is going to get picked off. Oh, got the tank. Good stuff, Scythe. I like it. Oh, this is so cool. Oh, and siege mode's finished. So once Predator scans up here or has some sort of high ground vision, he'll be able to siege and he'll be able to use the siege tanks to destroy these cannons. These Void Rays doing a little bit of a dance here, keeping the Marines back. Doesn't want him to get that high ground vision, but he'll probably have a scan, not just yet, but shortly. There it is, the scan, there it is. Siege tank now having a bit of a go at the gateway, but won't get it anywhere near destroyed. More Void Rays coming out for Scythe. Group them up, send them all in together if he wants to make this happen. So Predator's not producing anything at the moment. I guess it's because his money's a bit low, and his money's a bit low because he hasn't been making workers. Or dropping mules. Don't need to scan. He knows what's happening. High ground siege advantage is going to really help him at this stage because there aren't any ground forces. Robotics facility coming out for Scythe. So both guys have a game plan, but I just really don't see... I can't see who's going to win this. Double Robo! Double Robo! This guy's just having a bit of a float around, making sure nothing sinister is happening. Sinister. So we've got another siege tank going to join his brothers, but they're not going to be any good against Void Rays. When you see Void Rays and you are Terran, you must make Marines and research Stimpack. That's probably a very good idea. He has the reactor, so he can churn out lots of Marines. He has a tech lab, so he can research Stimpack. He hasn't researched it just yet. He has researched something, though. These Void Rays coming to do a bit of a fluff around the front here, and they're not going to have anything to stop them because all the units of Predator are being rallied to this push at the front, which is feeling a little bit all-in-ish.
Base is under attack.
Yes, the base is under attack. Scythe charging up the Void Rays on here, and there we go. The command center is starting to go down. He can focus. Stop the focus fire. Get these Marines. Get the Marines. Get the Marines. Get the Marines. You're going to lose a void ray. Turn around. There we go. All right. So we obviously target fired at that command center. Bit of action at the front here as well. Oh, we could have a good old-fashioned base trade happening here. I think that Predator probably still has a bit of a lead, even though he's not sending everything to kill stuff. Come on, Predator, send in stuff. Making a command center here just to stop the base trade from going down. Doesn't want to lose all these buildings and then have to GG for some silly reason. These void rays continuing to destroy stuff, and they're going to be unprotested. So here we go. The Marines are starting to die. Oh, and that's it. That's all they could shoot up. These void rays are actually going to wipe out everything of Predators. There's nothing you can do about it. These siege tanks, yes, they will do a lot of damage, but oh, that's it. That is it. I do believe Scythe has won this with void rays. Surely he's the first Protoss guy to win a game with void rays. Those units suck. And they're just going to whittle away the rest of Predator's buildings, and this will be gained, and nothing you can do about that. Wow! Just realized Scythe's minerals are huge. You could have easily expanded while destroying all these guys, making them make some zealots to back up this void ray force here. But I guess he didn't have to, because really, I mean, didn't warp these guys and turn these guys into warp gates, but that's okay because he really didn't have to. And yeah, so once he destroys the proxy, this will be it. Predator's not GGing. Scythe's void rays just hanging around. Nice big juicy clump of SCVs to kill over there. Oh, I hope he finds them. I like seeing SCVs get murdered. Here we go. Barracks just about to go bang. Yes. Void rays destroying that. And that'll be game. Finished, and Scythe has taken game number 1.